I wanted to hold the careers event because I think it's really important for employers to be able to meet the pupils and speak to them, because sometimes the perception of a child with additional support needs, it's maybe because children are all so unique, sometimes people don't see the holistic child. So they have a perception of a child with an additional needs may have difficulty in numeracy, literacy, but what is that difficulty? And for lots of children it ranges, and within our sector it's mild to moderate. So many of our children have been in mainstream education and have came into Park School for additional support. So I think it's very important that employers come in, meet the children, talk to them, look at their skills profile, the skills that the children have, and actually get to know them. And I think our children are wonderful, and I think they're a fantastic resource for society, and there are jobs out there for them, but we just really need to push that bit harder than a mainstream child to let people see the strengths and skills that the children have.
We've came along today to speak to the pupils, to encourage them to say how if you have a dream or a passion or determination to do something in life, then go for it, because George has overcome a lot of barriers over the years with his cerebral palsy, and basically proved a lot of people wrong from years ago and set up his own business, had the determination to succeed, and is a great success story. And it's just to say follow your dream and just don't let anyone tell you different. If there's something you really want to do, then go for it.
If you're an employer and you're debating whether to take on someone with an additional need, I have testimonies from other employers who have taken on our pupils, which I'd be happy to share. I'd be happy to link you with those other employers about the skills and strengths of our young people. If you have any concerns at all, please just get in touch with me by email or phone, or come along to Park School and I will speak to you. You can meet the young people. I think it's so important that you get to know them. Our young people, as I say, many of them have came from mainstream. Some of them have been at Park School and went back into mainstream, or are in mainstream part-time. They have such a range of skills and qualities, and I would encourage you to get in touch. And taking on a young person with an additional need is the best message of equality that you can send out to society and to your customers. I think it's so important. I think it would raise your profile as an employer, because it shows that you've got equality and inclusion. You don't just say it, you do it, and I think that's really important.